Right, this is how to add mixed numbers. So let's remind ourselves, what is a mixed number? A mixed number is a whole number like 3 added to a fraction like 5/8, right? And literally what it means is you have 3 wholes. Well, let me put it in red. You've got 3 wholes that are technically split into 8s because that's what the denominator says. Don't count those. And then, so that's 3 wholes. And then you have one more, which is the fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then you have 5 out of 8 of this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8, right? So literally, there's the 3, and then here's the 5 out of a total 8. There's your mixed number. Okay, how do you add these together? It's actually very simple. So let's say we had 3 and 5/8. We're going to add that to 4 and 1/8. Well, here's what you do. First, you add the whole numbers together. So 3 plus 4 is 7. And then you add the fractions. First, make sure they have the same denominator, which they do. So you know the denominator is going to be 8. And then you add the, what's it called? The numerators. 5 plus 1 is 6. And there you go. It's 7 and 6/8. Now, because the fraction here is even on both the numerator and the denominator are even, you can divide by 2 and get 7, the whole number, nothing changed. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 7 3/4 is your final reduced answer. Shall we try again? Yes. Okay, so let's try 5 and 1/3. 5 and 1/3 plus 2 and, oh, here we go, 5/18. Ooh, now we have a problem. The problem is the denominators are different. So here's what happens. Very simple. I like to do it like this. First, let's deal with the whole numbers. 5 plus 2 is what? 7, right? So you got 7. Then you deal with the fractions. So I've got 1/3 over here plus 5/18. We got to remember that to add fractions, what do you need? You need common denominators. You have to understand your math facts. So 18 is a factor, or is a multiple of 3, because 3 times 6 is 18, so I can do that. So the common denominator will be 18. Nothing has to change with this. So 6 times 3 is 18. So you're going to have this turn into an 18. What you do to the bottom, you must also do the top. 1 times 6 is 6. So it's going to be 6/18, which is an equivalent fraction of 1/3, plus 5/18 is going to be something over 18. 6 plus 5 is 11, so you're going to have 11/18 and 7. So 7 and 11/18. And because 11 is a prime number, you can't reduce it, so that's your final answer. 7 and 11/18. Now, there is one more way you can add mixed numbers, and that's by converting them into improper fractions, which is a little harder, but still you should have different strategies. So let's say you were adding 8 1/2 plus 4 1/6. What you could do is convert each of these into improper fractions. How? Well, you would do the little Texas two-step. Denominator multiplied by the whole number, so 2 times 8, which gives you 16. 16 plus the numerator is 1, or 17. So 16 plus 1 is 17 over, and then the denominator, 2, 17 halves, right? So you're going to have 17 halves for the first, plus, and then you do the same thing for over here. 4/16, 6 times 4 is 24, I think. 24 plus 1 is 25. 25 over 6, or 25/6. So it's going to be 17 halves plus 25 over 6. These do not have common denominator, so I have to change one of them. I'm going to change the 2 because 6 is a multiple of 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 17 times 3, we're about to find out what that is. 17 times 3, 7 times 3 is 21. 3 times 1 is 3, 4, 5, 51. So you'd have 51 over 6 plus 25 over 6. And then you can do 51 plus 20 plus 5. That's going to be, what, 71? 71 plus 5 is 76. So you're going to have 76 over 6. And then, if you really wanted to, you could do 76 divided by 6, because it's an improper fraction. I don't know how many times 6 goes into 76. Is it, what, 12, I think? Well, 6 times 10 is 60, plus another 6 is 66 for 11. 66 plus another 6 would be 72, which is 12. So it goes 12 times. 12 times 6 is 72. 6 minus 2 is 4, so it'd be 12 and 4 over 6. And then you can reduce that. 12 and 4 over 6 is what? Divide by 2, divide by 2. You're going to get 12. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 12 and 2/3. Wow. So that's the longer way to do it. Conversely, you could have also done 8 1/2 plus 4 1/6. Add the whole numbers. 8 plus 4 would give you 12. So that was much faster. And then you would do 1/2 plus 1/6, finding a common denominator, which would be 6 again. And then you would multiply 2 times 3, 1 times 3. 2 times 3 would give you the 6. 1 times 3 would give you 3. Oh, this is much faster. 3 plus 1 would give you 4 over 6. You can divide by 2, divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. You would get 12 and 2/3. All right, so maybe you just do this faster way, but I just gave you two different